Am I gonna hit the camera? I know you kids love the nunchucks. And I know you also love lives. So we're gonna play with the nunchucks. I did not know we would devolve into just nunchuck content. If you can't tell, there's two different types of chucks. Rope chucks, which are like a little more silent. They're lighter, just by a little bit. I like these ones. Ooh. Like, we freaking devolved into nunchuck content. By the way, my buddy Kevin said, bro, I saw one of your videos and we wanted, his son and him, they wanted to come over here and get me a pair of nunchucks that had just been sitting around, or 2 pairs of nunchucks that have been sitting around their house. So they're super familiar, or they're super similar, but this one's chain and this one's rope. Lighter. I like this one. But I think it's just my style. So I watch other karate practitioners. They have their own nunchuck method. We were talking about, I had a fire at my place. I know it's kind of taboo because there's smoke. But of course, as soon as Kevin gave me these nunchucks, I was like, well, I gotta play with them. So that's exactly what I did. And the topic of how often do you hit yourself came up, and you do. I don't know. I know there's some chuckers out there probably watching this. Can you do this one? So the secret here is you gotta loop it in, and I like to give it that extra backspin. And notice my grip is back grip, like here. And then you just open it up. Now it's like your standard grip. Some guys like this one because you have a lot more distance. You know, or see if you're playing dexterity, see if you can swing them without kinking up the chain. So it's more like a bow staff, I guess, or a stick. Yeah, I haven't given you guys a live in a while just because, you know, we're also working, you know. But I'm still saving up for a trip to Japan. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I like this. I want to play with both of them. Do you know what this pattern is? You get a cookie if you can guess it. Yeah, and you'll be like, you're a cheater. I thought you said you were just doing karate. Well, that's the secret with fighting dragons. They love that other stuff. Yeah. And if you're working with another karate person with a jiu-jitsu background, they might be doing like, you know, twist off techniques or ways that you can grapple with these. But I'm using it as a striking, so whoa. What do you think's the correct decision? The heavier chuck in the dominant hand, or vice versa? There's another question. Now this is the lighter one, so I might have a little more speed. And it seems like I'm doing that pattern a lot, but it works. And you have thousands and thousands and thousands of repetitions. Same with this kind of thing. So by itself, no problem. You have a lot of room to swing around. Okay. But what if you have both of them going? Reverse grip. And you're swinging like this. What can you do so you don't get in your own way? Here, let's try it. I kind of think of it like dribbling, where you're just trying to be in the right spot at the right time. Say I want to hit an ankle. You know, you can build up momentum. That's what I was trying to say the other day with Brandon's chucks. These ones are different. These are hexagons. Yeah, they're really light. Brandon's chucks were like cones. So I had this extra little, I don't know, torque. Pow! See what I'm saying? Pow! That's where you freaking hit yourself. But that extra torque, pow! Oh! It's ugly. Yeah, that's a good one right there. If you can see, I'm reverse grip. Oy, I switch the grip somehow. I get it back to this. So you have this nice little elbow point, bah! And then you can launch it and do as much damage. Bah! And that gets you back into one of these. See what I'm saying? I mean, you kind of want to minimize damage. Do you guys want to see me beat the shit out of Bob with these? Oh, Bob. We'll edit all that later. But now I've got two more. These are super lightweight too. So I'm not going to go incredibly fast. But you don't really need a lot of power. You just have to maintain like the velocity. So if it's getting squirrely, you just drop the weight and then they drop. Do you know what I mean? Lose the power. Scoot back, Bob. What the heck? Okay. Here's that move. So Bob, I hit Bob right in the freaking like lip. Pop in the neck. Pop in the jaw. I dropped it. Okay. Pop. 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 Oh. I love these chucks. Fucking nunchuck video. Well, my wife came in here and cleaned all this. So of course I don't know where my chucks are. But this is one of the last times you guys are gonna see me, at least on a live, when the dojo's looking like this. My friend Michelle gave me this cool light. It's like a dark saber. Bro, how fucking sweet is that? I wanted to make it seem cringy too when I was over here like swinging the chucks around and see if I was gonna hit the TV. I don't know, some people might like that. If you do, tell me. Yeah, a freaking dark saber, how pimp. Anyway, back to the chucks. My cat's having a hard time. It's been a traumatic experience. He seems to be moving around though. So it's just a new kitten. One, two. Ah. And if you guys are jiu-jitsu people, you're probably gonna be like, yo, I would just freaking tackle you, bro. I would say, yeah, that's probably better than using nunchucks. We've devolved into using nunchucks. Like, you guys really like it, so here you go. Rope. Now you could do like a side step where you kind of launch them, pop. If I can get my hand, pop, like that. With a back kick. Number 2 strike, something like that. Ooh. Graze your titty, graze your jaw. I mean, yeah, again, jiu-jitsu people, wrestling people, they probably saw a million like ways to get in and like do a takedown. We're not doing that. We're just striking. I get it though. It makes a lot of sense. I guess I kind of like this stance where I'm covered, but we're in a good guard here. Because if you're swinging, somebody else has got weapons, you want to get guarded up. I mean, in the kata, here, we'll put the chains away. In the kata, they'll have like, but what is it? You know, I don't know. There's an Ishinryu basic chuck form I will learn and I will master very soon. The guy, I've seen it. I don't know what it's called though. So if you know the Ishinryu nunchuck form, let me know or I'll just Google it later. Now, if you guys have ever had chucks and you're like, look, I'm gonna hit something and expect that not to hit you, go freaking play with chucks in a tree. Like hit the tree and I guarantee you're gonna get hit. So if you got a bob and you got some chucks, just try it out and see what we're doing here. You know, we can look at it, but this is the appreciation. It's like, oh, Because a lot of people have a tendency to get this to ricochet back. I've built up habits because I've been hit so many damn times from every velocity. Also, if you're like, I got chucks, but I'm not very efficient, check this out. The chuck, you can just put it where you want it to generate force. It's really, really simple. So, am I gonna do this and try to find this right like thing just to get you here? Maybe, but really all I gotta do is grab, okay? I grab it, put it up here, and then I got this, see what I'm saying? I still have the force, but I just like took it up there. I didn't have to choo. It didn't have to do all that. You know what I mean? I cut his eye out. Because you're in karate, that's how we do it. But this pulling back, a lot of it is this force. Okay? So all I'm doing here, you're thinking you're doing this backswing this way. Bah! I don't know. Like, it's really this move. So if you practice this move with punches and stuff and all your katas, then you should have sufficient force to just point and pull down. Okay? Safe, and then you're lined up for the next shot, and that's where it is. Pop, 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 pop. Shut. Yeah, nunchucks. Stupid nunchucks. Yeah. God, it's so foolish. Because then when you try shit, like left hand, now this is something we need to work on. Is your right hand and left hand proficiency the same? Mine's not, for sure. So I kind of think of it like this. You have one of them to do a pattern that covers you. It could be with this one. And then you have another one, which we should really switch. So this would be the dominant one, the rope, because it's silent and it's light. And I want speed. With this one, I'm waiting till I get this person down, and I'm using my dumb strength, my dumb side. To get into, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really, really different. I mean, it's supposed to be like that, but I think my muscles are used to having the chain in this hand and then the rope one in this hand. But it's still, I mean, we could even reverse grip here and do like a pop. Maybe not. I can do it the right side and the chain. Yeah, my sensei keeps saying when you're when you're thrusting with a weapon, all your muscles are turning like, whoa! So instead of just going in like this, we're going in with a turnip again. It's harder with these. Even though I've been practicing more with the bow, I won't get it. I'll just do this. And I'll even get the other chuck. No, I don't want it to be like this. There we go. What if we're like, come across, boom, boom, maybe? I don't know. I really don't think it needs that much power. You could even start it here. You don't have as much power unless maybe you're holding it and you do something like that, which that'd be screwy. Man. Because you have that other chuck in their face, what would you do? That'd be crazy. Somebody puts like 3 chucks in your face. But it's gay as hell. Around with the shovels. All right. Peace.